Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is G. Cole, and welcome to Homegrown, where I get to share with you some good music while talking to some great people. If you haven't yet subscribed, please do, so we can keep you updated when new material is available. We will be posting new episodes bi-weekly. Also, check out the website Homegrown with G. Cole to listen and for all things homegrown. We're also very, very interactive. Please follow me on Twitter, on Instagram, and on Facebook at MyGCole. I appreciate you. Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, let me ask you this. World Cup. You been watching?
My side, gone home.
Which side?
John, Argentina, gone home, star. The man do my same blood rasta. I'm telling you something, star. You see a lot of people right now are celebrating, go on in a phone there, you know. Yeah?
I love it.
No worry, I say, never cough my favorite flag out there.
Portugal, I'm say. And you know that go already. When we say teams like Portugal, I don't really team we're about.
So what they score today?
Between who? France and
No, Portugal and Uruguay. They play today.
I don't know. I've been on the road with you.
Your team is probably out of the World Cup. You don't even know. You should probably check right now. So, you know what I mean? Maybe we're in the same boat.
Man.
Maybe we should be mourning
Maybe,
together.
well, the difference is I'm a wagonist now. So if they're out, I'm going to jump on the next thing.
No wagonist business, bro.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I don't get a cut of the check.
We cheer on the teams in the finals, but we're not wagonist.
Dude, I'm from Miami, right? I'm a Dolphins fan. I'm a Heat fan, which ultimately means we're not normally there at the end of the thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So we're normal. It's customary for us to jump from.
Maybe you guys reach out back to LeBron. He may just come back.
I am not one of those people who have a problem with that.
He's a free agent.
We can't afford that. We ain't got that kind of money.
What? He's a free agent.
We're going to have to trade the rest of the team.
I think he's looking rings. I don't think he's looking money.
I think
Honestly,
he is.
I think he's looking rings right now.
Yeah, he's first of all, he's not going to get as much rings as Jordan anyway. So the GOAT that he's chasing is gone.
You think so?
Never. Nah.
Age
and just practicality. There's no, unless he's joining the Warriors, which is not going to happen.
No,
he's not going to win.
Maybe he can get somebody from the Warriors to join his team.
He gonna need a couple of Warriors, and them not go. Out of principle alone.
Well,
it ain't. Where do you think he's going to end up?
I don't know. I just, he should just create his own NBA.
We'll create a Fort Lauderdale team. We'll create trust me.
We don't know, but I mean, a great player like that deserves, I think, more rings. But that's what makes the NBA so exciting right now. It is the challenge of seeing you cut somebody like LeBron James down. What's the score, sir?
No.
Yeah, no, that looks serious. Them gone home, right?
Yes.
Come and tell them so Uruguay is a dark horse in this thing, you know. How much them get beaten?
Hold on, 2-1. 2-1.
Suarez has gotten rid of
Ronaldo.
People.
But here's the thing, though.
Yeah.
And then somebody say, but here's the thing, though.
I'm sorry, I had to do that off mic.
If somebody say, here's the thing, though.
Big up to the Ronaldo people. See, Ronaldo and Messi left the World Cup on the same day. How beautiful is that? Like you couldn't write a more beautiful story.
But here's the crazy thing about it. You know, they had a brother left. Neymar ain't winning nothing this year.
Niwa?
Yeah. So I'm just saying.
You mean knee jerk?
Exactly.
Yeah. You mean chicken off?
Flipper flopper. That's you know what I mean. I like that's why I'm like club teams.
I like footballers who are actually tough. You know what I mean? Who actually fight through things like a small tackle. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not impressed by people who are faking it. Like, one of the things I saw Neymar doing in the last match was faking it, trying to draw the referee's attention, and actually got a penalty out of it that I thought was not a penalty.
But that's what he does.
They fake at them, Bridget.
That's what he does in club sports too.
It impressed me.
I feel you. I'm not even gonna.
It impressed me. He's not my type of footballer. You know what I mean?
Who's your type of footballer? Suarez and bite people.
No, me not bite. So Suarez kind of have a different mentality.
Suarez shows up hungry.
I like the natural dribblers of the ball. I like the flary players without
Ronaldos.
I do respect Ronaldo a lot. Like, if you don't respect Ronaldo, then you're not a
then you're just a hater.
You're just a hater.
Yeah.
I mean, it's clear that this man puts in awesome amount of time and effort to get himself so prepared.
And here product.
But, well, I think Neymar need Neymar need him on the airport out the road.
Trust me, Hugh Byfield, big up yourself. Katrina, big up yourself. Jericho, big up yourself.
Everybody people locked in, man. Respect.
I appreciate it. Brother, for the first time, right? Most people heard of Christopher Daley is as a 10-year-old boy playing the role of Johnny.
Yeah, I tell you.
On the JBC TV show Lime Tree Lane. How'd you land that role?
Well, life is sometimes sour,
Easy.
sometimes sweet.
Sometimes sweet.
Lime Tree Lane was like a savior for me, you know. Like, I mean, I grew up in inner city, you know, Hagley Park Road, Kingston, Jamaica.
Big up Hagley Park Road.
Yeah, man, big up Hagley Park Road every time. Big up the whole of Kingston 13.
Mad.
You know what I mean? And it's like, I was always talented. That's one of the things that people don't know. You know, I was always a talented youth before Lime Tree Lane. I was that little youth in the community where the elders used to call upon.
For the entertainment.
They would say, come here. Yeah. Sing the song, you know. And I said, yeah, boy, I don't know. If there was a concert in the community, I would be in the thick of it.
Right.
Winning dancing competitions and all of that, recitals.
Yeah.
And so when I was at school, I loved cartoons. I mimicked cartoon characters.
Yeah.
I was always performing. Was part of what I did. Performing. I was a beating the desk kind of kid from early.
Right.
And then in primary school, I literally was distracting kids from class because I was performing even while the bell went.
During class, you performed?
During class time.
The show never ends.
I got into trouble for that. Went to the principal's office. Myself and our brother actually lives in Florida now called Roach. And we got to the principal's office and then boom, in comes the drama teacher.
Wow.
Frustrated, saying, yo, nobody now audition for the drama club.
Right.
Said to he that right there, so yeah. So.
You are Roach.
Me and Roach. So so out of that we end up in the drama club, and then the rest is history. I did the first play of my life. Won gold medal from that play.
Wow.
For the JCDC Junior Festivals.
Wow.
Got a scholarship to the Edna Manley College summer program.
Wow.
My parents, allowed me to go. Met a lady called Melita Samuels, who just got a contract to start writing this local series from a man called Don Buckner at JBC.
Right.
And she was my teacher at the summer school because she taught there too.
Okay, yeah.
And she met me, and I was always in trouble. And how I met her was I wasn't even supposed to be in her class. She was like the teacher to rescue me from my original class because I couldn't. Those kids were my age, but they weren't in terms of talent.
Right.
I was
so you were feeling stifled.
I felt stifled. I was like, no one they were them look picture. They didn't understand. You know what I'm saying? And so I had to be put with the older kids when it come to the drama.
Right.
And she literally just said, "This boy needs to audition for the role." I think I inspired her for the Johnny role, actually.
Right.
And then I read for it.
Oh, so she probably wrote that role based on...
I think I inspired her, and I read for it. And the rest is history. That's how Lime Tree Lane came about.
Wow. Wow.
First episode in 1988. Yes, stop count. Somebody.
I love it.
Somebody said, Jesus, never ban yet. Stop it.
Cool, man. Cool. It's all gravy. Now... I don't know if you might not feel this way because humility-wise, we don't look at ourselves in certain lights. So, Oliver Samuel's a legend.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely in the game. Valier Johnson.
Legend.
Glenn Campbell.
Legend.
Paul Campbell.
Legend.
Do you realize in our culture, our generation and beyond, that Johnny is a legend? You ever sit back and really process that?
I'll be honest with you. Like, it is beginning to ring that way to me.
Right.
Like I can recognize now why people will say that to me.
Right.
But when you are doing the work, and for somebody like me who I really believe in just continuing to do the work, like I don't think that I should be the one blowing the horn and stuff.
Right.
I'm a confident person already.
Right.
And my confidence has grown immensely over a period of time. But I do recognize that my legacy,
right,
and that it is a serious legacy, a body of work that continues to propel my career to this day.
Right.
So even though there are people who may not even know what I'm doing now, they can say, "Yo, the fact that you're still doing it,
right,
from
is
them
amazing.
Time is amazing." So I do recognize that, and it's important for me to know that too, because you must know where you've been coming from, and to know where you want to go. So. Yes. I
tell people I'm not afraid of the rearview mirror right now.
No, not at all. It's important to look back, man. Sometimes you have to reminisce on your achievements, your pitfalls, so that you can say, "Yo, this is what happened." Yeah, okay. You're moving forward with strength and confidence.
What have I done well that I need to eclipse?
Yeah,
we don't get comfortable.
Yeah, I challenge myself. There are people, and this. Listen, let me get real with you, Virgin, because I have to keep it real. As they get older, you start to recognize that, you know, your thought process that you used to have maybe 10, 15 years ago, you have to drop that. You have to move on. You have to evolve.
Right.
And so there was a time when I thought, you know, I have to be competing with everybody for the space.
Yeah.
And, you know, who has to be number one? I'm no longer there.
Right.
You know, I'm at a place now where I'm so comfortable in my own skin.
Yeah.
That I'm just not competing anymore. And so I think because of that mindset, I've been able to separate myself from that rat race.
Wow.
And because I'm thinking so freely now, I'm doing different things.
Yeah.
So the things I'm doing now, I impress people. Like, and I'm saying, you know, this just feels like a natural thing for me right now. Like a natural flow. It feels like progression. It feels like growth.
I love it.
Yeah.
That's got to be a great place to be.
I'm seriously comfortable in my own skin right now. So
and I feel like a lot of people in the arts don't ever get there. No matter how much they achieve, a lot of time they don't get there. They're chasing something. You know what I mean?
Bridget, recently, you know, Yardi, a movie,
you
know, came. You know, Idris Elba is the director of that movie.
Yeah,
you know,
saw the trailer for that.
Yeah, man. Yardi, it's gonna be big. It's gonna be big. It's already a massive movie.
Right.
But I knew Idris from before. See, I knew Idris from One Love days.
Yeah.
So here is Idris Elba coming to Jamaica, a place that he's familiar with already, and he's doing this big movie. And I heard some droppings about the auditions going on, but you know, me at the stand-up comedy now, so I'm gonna really kind of get the contacts, and then you know, and how the country run now is that, you know, you have so many young talented people, honestly, that I try not to try. I'm sticking to my lane. You know, that's something. So I'm on my journey as a stand-up comedian. I'm getting success there. I'm thinking about what my next move is going to be.
Right.
So I'm not there. But here comes a link from a Cecile Barras, who has been like a great... Cecile is like one of those people in my life that when she calls me, you know something's gonna happen. Like, you know, even if it
Movers
don't happen,
and shakers.
something's gonna happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, something gonna happen. I'm gonna meet somebody and there's gonna be an offshoot or something.
Right. I got you.
And you know, I go to audition for this role. She said to me that them have a role where them can't find body for. I said, really?
In a yachty?
Yeah. So I said, alright, I go audition for it. And 2 I get a call back.
Yeah.
The second call back was to meet the director. He just walks into the room, and this is years later, right? I haven't seen this man. I've spoken
So you didn't know he was the director?
I knew he was the director.
Oh,
he didn't know. I don't think he knew.
He remember.
I don't think he remembered who it was. He knew the name. I don't think he remembered.
Right. Put a name to the face and it.
But that's what I thought.
Right.
He steps into the room and immediately says, "Hey Chris, where you been?"
Wow.
And I was like, they're on my journey, you know, bruv.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
bruv.
Yeah.
The English.
I begin the British. He said, they're on my journey, you know, bruv.
Yeah.
And I was like, listen, they never know if that role is my role, you know. I said, what you mean? I said, it's a small role. I said, there's nothing like that.
Nothing too small.
Nothing like that. You're doing this movie. You are directing it. You name Idris Elba. And me can have it on my resume. In my resume. Say me in it. Away I do. I say I could have a fingernail in it. No why in it.
This is Johnny's nails.
Oh, me fi tell you.
Trust me.
That role, I took it. And it's not a non-speaking role.
Right.
In the middle of shooting this massive, beautiful film, he walks up to me one day and say, "Hey, one of the actors them not come on something, you know, if I adjust the scene, need you for, you know, I have a couple lines for you."
Yeah.
Me have speaking role now, you know.
Right.
But that's why I make it know.
Evolving on the spot.
Me thing elevate now, you know.
Easy. Not just nails.
No, me thing elevate.
I love it.
And I'm told one of my lines make the movie, so
cool,
nobody can
man.
chat to me. But I'm saying this to say that, you know, I've also starred in my own film. So when you look at the fact that I don't mind playing any role.
Right.
As long as it's a role that I want to play, I'll play it.
You're good.
The size of the role is not the problem. It's the quality and the energy that you put into the role.
Wow. That's called making sure that the ego is not running you. We all have an ego. That's what keeps us going. But you can't be driven by that.
Stay grounded.
Trust me.
Stay grounded, young man.
Now, and of course, I'm sure not just here, but with every conversation you have, it probably goes right back to Lime Tree Lane.
Yeah, because listen, we have to give thanks for Lime Tree Lane and Virgin. Lime Tree Lane is the nucleus. That's the start. That's where Jamaicans and the world fell in love with Johnny, fell in love with Chris Daley, met my talent, and since that day, I met some beautiful people who have encouraged me and have influenced my life in so many ways. You know,
right.
You know, you talk about ladies like Dorothy Cunningham, Miss Zella, my grandmother, somebody who would drop me home in the nights or the evenings and talk to me about school, and you know, ask me how am I doing and are you eating right and life lessons, you know, and that woman to this day continues to if she see me now, she'll ask me, "You're good, you know, everything all right." You know what I mean? She's going to ask me those questions, and you know that they're asking from a very, very caring, genuine place. And you need those people. You need those people in your life.
Yeah. Nah. I was about to ask you which person from that cast was probably the most impactful in your life, but
there are so many. You know what I mean? Because I mean, there's like even though she died way too soon, you know, Lucretia Upton, Judith Thompson was such an influence because she. I mean, acting wise, she sunk into that character, and like, there's no way I couldn't. It was hard for even me to separate. I mean, I know Judith.
The world could not.
But she sunk herself. You know what I mean?
I'm from Ochi.
Yeah,
I'm from Ochi Ris.
So you know Judith.
She used to where I lived. I live in Mansfield Green.
Right.
Like 2 houses up, she had family member, whomever there. So she would come there, right? And whomever did not like her character on TV did not like her.
Oh.
And whomever liked her character liked her.
That.
Yeah, she was no Judith. Miss
People
Upton,
didn't separate her.
No, can't separate it. And that's how good she is at it.
And I was close to her, and I still called her Miss Upton. Wow. You know what I mean? Because she was so brilliant at it. Lucretia Upton. You know what I mean?
Who come up with that name, that old lad? I tell her.
Great Don Buckner. Big up yourself.
Lucretia Upton.
Great Don Buckner. You don't get producers like that anymore in the country. Awesome stuff. Trust me, I've learned so many lessons. My whole sojourn into television, when I left high school, I started working at JIS, Jamaica Information Service.
Right.
And I went to TV department because I knew TV. I mean, being in front of the cameras and being around all of these people for so many years, you get to learn some technical jargons and you get interested in some things. And TV was a beautiful thing for me. You know, that's where I started to really become a storyteller. You know, when it comes to television. Right. So I learned some even more lessons, you know, going to JIS after that, and that was influenced by those Lime Tree Lane days.
Amazing, brother. Yeah. Amazing. How old were you when the last season of Lime Tree Lane went?
The last season, well, I actually didn't stay till the last season of Lime Tree Lane. The Lime Tree Lane went for 12 years, and I skipped out at just between like the 9th and the 10th year.
Okay.
And I skipped out because I was going through. At the time, I was like, yo, it's just a decade of this, you know what I mean? And after moving from being 10 years old to now being 16, 17, you're like, wow, you know what I mean? I said, maybe you need a change now.
Right.
And I also at that time was going through a thing where I wasn't sure Johnny was what I wanted to maintain for myself at the time. You know, I'm starting to think about other careers I might want to get into, or for real, like I wanted to.
And Johnny was becoming
like a drag. I was like, I don't want to be seen as this little youth anymore. And I'm you know me, I said, up the thing, you know, that's something. So I try to separate myself at that point, and I was at Jazz too at the time, and I was becoming and I wanted to become this producer, you know, and be in the working world. Now.
Right. I feel you.
Yeah, take on university. No one want people to take me seriously. No, as an academic.
Name's Chris.
Yeah. And, you know, quite frankly, me have to go right back, you know. Just like people wouldn't separate Miss Upton from, it's the same thing. Nobody separated Johnny from me. No, people start see me and they say, Johnny, why?
Johnny.
Yeah.
Bro, that's as a testament to how well you do it. Because that character is branded.
Listen, to this day.
To this day. Yeah. Now, you went to Arden, right?
Definitely.
Arden. Big up Arden.
Big up. Deo Duke Quarry Optima.
What?
With God as guide, we seek the best.
What a thing?
That's Latin. Deo Duque Quarry Optima.
Mad. You remember that. Arden, you did something well. The man did a laugh out the class, but you know what I mean?
All other nights repeat that. Remember, I go, Deo Duque Quarry Optima.
King, I'm telling you, it's the thing I wonder about a lot of times is this. In American pop culture, right?
Right.
Stars are adored. Child stars can't even go to school. They can't do this, they can't do that because they're so recognized.
Yeah.
What was it like for you going to school as a TV star?
Look here. I mean, I was a star in a real life.
Easy.
What I mean? Like, no, for real. Like, I tell people, like, I did some plays with, like, Keith Shabada Ramsey at the height of his popularity.
Yeah.
And at the height of his popularity, when we did, like, shows, in Jamaica, but even overseas, I'd see people be screaming, Kid Ram, Shabada. And I'd be in the van and I'd be looking at it and I'm saying, wow, this is so nice because I know what that feels like. You know what I mean?
I've been there.
Yes, because I remember when I was a teenager and I would be getting jobs like, you get to go to barbecues to MC them and people want to, be around Johnny. I remember stepping into Arden after passing common entrance.
Yeah.
And the school literally stopped that day. Like, no joke. Like, teachers, principal had to go on the intercom. Students get back into your class kind of thing.
Wow.
Because Johnny was at the main office. You know what I mean?
Wow.
So, we've been there. We've been through that. And then there's the flip side where that you're being celebrated. And then there's the flip side where you're finally in school now. And you try to, make them know say, you're youth and you grow.
Yeah.
And so you try to roll with the boys. But then, are you named Johnny? So
yeah.
You take up on the plaza, even though you take off your tie.
Yeah.
You try,
you can't hide.
Chill out by the waterfall a little bit or stay too long and you can't hide. So your own friend them come to you and say, yo, you can't power do it.
Can't power do it, Johnny.
Yeah, your face to recognize it. So I had that to deal with. But for the most part, I must tell you, being a child star in Jamaica is a unique experience. It's very, very humbling.
Right.
Especially based on where my economics situation was from. Because my family never had the money. So the bus was the order of the day. So imagine you there on TV in the night. I take the bus in the morning.
Yeah.
And I know something, People just look on you and say, then now you're up on the bus.
Yeah, something
not
like
supposed
right.
to reach, because you're up on TV. Every day it's up on Lime Chilean. And it's not like it came like once every 3 months. Every day.
Every
Johnny
day.
Up on TV. Jamaica people express it every day. And I take bus.
Cool.
Come on. There was actually a conductor. This happened in real life.
Yeah.
There's actually a conductor who Crossroads, and this was after school. This is while I just left high school. I was working at GIS at the time, and I was still doing lime chilling. And the doctor see me excited for a little bit, and then him say, Johnny, how you do on the bus, you man? I say, Johnny, don't long me watch up on TV, dog. I watch up on TV from me eye there, my knee, brother.
Oh,
and
Lord.
I still a take bus. Come off of the bus, Johnny.
Wow.
And I came off. My ball go straight to half a tree. But it was that embarrassing. When the whole bus start comment panic no one thing. I say them people are cruel and they don't understand say. Youth.
Wow.
Get where I come from. But this is my talent. But get opportunity. And I do my little thing.
Brother.
But that's living in the Caribbean for you. A humbling experience. You know what I mean? Very.
Crazy. I even talked to Paul about it. I was talking to Paul Campbell about the Jamaica film industry.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The difference is, if you're seeing a child star here rich, he will be rich.
Probably.
You know what I'm saying?
The population is here to make them rich.
Exactly. But I don't know. It's kind of like, how lucrative is it? Not even as a child star, but for you to transition and say, okay, you know what? I'm going to make film.
It's tough. Jamaica is a very expensive country for many different reasons. I mean, the fact that our exchange rate alone is going to be a factor. You know what I mean? Right now, the dollar is going up. The dollar is 130, I think, to 1. So that's one thing.
I remember when it was $5.
Yeah. And so that's one thing. And then there's, come to filmmaking, I think we're in a much better place now than we were, say, 5 years ago when it comes to making films in Jamaica. Because now we actually have filmmakers in Jamaica. And
they're generating revenue from it.
I don't know if revenue is being generated yet. In certain other way that I think they would want.
I got you.
I think there still needs to be a tweaking of that blueprint. How do you, after even producing the film, how do you then shop it to make the money for it? So the film has to be at a certain quality. If it's not, then the global overseers who control, how you rate these things.
Gatekeepers and all them.
Yeah, the gatekeepers. Them pretty much are decide, say, all right, that's an independent film that now, distribute it there, and then your film goes nowhere. But big ups to film that films that make it.
Yeah.
And what I tell people to do is keep knocking that door. Jamaica is a great place for filmmaking. We have the talent, we have
the resources
people,
are there.
we have resources. We just need to find the formula.
Right.
The right formula. I think more is coming. I think the more the technology gets easier and easier and
it is happening.
It is happening slowly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. There are more filmmakers now than there were before.
Yeah, because back then it would take a fortune to make a film.
Yeah. Now it's definitely if you have the right equipment now, you can do a film.
You can accomplish a lot better with a lot less.
Yeah. I see people doing crazy things with their phones right now. So I'd encourage people to just do what you can. Don't wait.
Yeah.
Like now is not the time to wait.
Yeah, man. Keep it going. Keep grinding. Keep shining. Keep doing what you think.
If the Africans can do it, we can do it.
Wakanda, baby.
Without no makeup, they might do it, people. And sometimes the special effects, the man bust out the gun and the gunshot, it come like 3 minutes afterward. But it don't matter. You know what I mean?
It's still a shot.
I watch it same way.
Trust me. I love it. Freedom Murphy, big up yourself. Johnny, everybody's saying what's up. TC Flex.
Big up TC Flex. Big up the whole crew, you know.
Yeah, man. Everybody out there is loving it. Frida, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Everybody out there that's logged on right about now, go ahead and take a minute to share the link.
Share the link, please.
We want the world to see Johnny's face right now because you know something? Yeah.
Them things are all and everything, you know?
You know what I mean?
Show them some young, you know what I mean?
Young.
Young,
you know what I mean?
fashion queen.
And he's a singer too.
You know what I mean? Big up ladies, them.
Link us for dub blitz. You know what I mean? Link us for all the dub plates.
You know what I mean?
We got a lot more coming with Johnny, alright?
Some song live still now. You gotta play music.
I mean?
You have a group name. What them name again? After 7.
Yeah.
That's one of the lightest song in the world.
Which one?
Hey, that song I like. The man say, I'll give you the sun, the rain, the moon, the stars, and the mountains.
Yep.
I'll give you the world. What a liar, wicked. No. And then the women then believe that. You can imagine, I'm going to tell a woman, say, I'll give you the sun, the rain. And she did say, oh my God. It's a wicked girl. Because she knows that. Listen, the man cannot do those things.
No, sir.
When a man say, look here. A man say, remember Jamaican lyrics is ridiculous to all-time lyrics. And a man say, baby, I don't know things that my baby. Me climb Maca tree for you.
Hey, he's naked.
Yeah, understand? Wicked. So these songs are some wicked songs.
Yeah.
Man, we swim across the deepest sea.
Yeah, that's a little bit much.
Shaka can name him. You know these things. You know what I mean? But guess what? You just have to say it, you know?
You gotta do what you gotta do.
You gotta do what you gotta do. So big up the love song them.
Easy.
Ridiculous from a long time.
The one that said they want to pay your rent, I ain't doing it, but that's realistic. I'll pay your rent. You know what I mean? I'll buy your clothes.
Jamaican man not sing that.
No, that one there.
Some man might sing that, but that's what we call boobs. That's what they run no more.
You say you can't boobs on the people then?
They run no more. That's a whole time boobs.
Wait, so what I promise you?
Nowadays,
the mountain.
we call it the modern, they call it modern boobs now. No, they call it modern Monday. Sugar daddy, we call it.
Sugar daddies.
You know, the man they have to wow something for something. Yeah.
I ain't mad at them.
Something for something.
Only thing man I get right now, digital credit. Well, I credit, so you can't call me.
Well, I credit.
Easy, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking to Johnny. All right, and if you haven't heard, again, there's an event tomorrow at the Garden. Giggles.
Big
all
event.
Right, the laugh continues. Yeah. Johnny's there. Gunta is there. I'm gonna get a hold of this. Not gonna keep it moving, keep it grooving. It is homegrown.
I'm like we Winnie Winkle running through the town. Up this years and down this years in a midnight gown. Lying at the window, peeping through the lock. Can't find me girl at the past. Then I talk and all the talk them attack and all the chat them a chat. And she alone me love and she me want to the max. Cause they love me you for your me you for your part. That talk woman just change up your lifestyle, rearrange your act.
In my eyes, day and night my heart cries.
You know see that?
Yeah, man, Bojo Banton searching from Voice of Jamaica.
You can't get a better duo than that in the business.
Never.
You know what I mean? There was Bojo with a rough, raspy voice.
Easy.
And then there's, of course,
Wayne
Wonder.
with the silky smooth.
After you see Wayne, you know, if he buys can't take.
True, you know,
He look thin and he buys thin.
Big up yourself, Wayne Wonder.
Big up yourself, Wayne.
Arla, much respect. Damon Lynn, thank you so much. Everybody that's logging in right now.
Thank you
hanging
very
out with
much.
Johnny and I.
Share.
Share it. Johnny, I think, and you probably can attest to it a little bit more, because of the fact that you're a mainstay, right? You're in the business. You've been in the business. I think timing is everything, because you came out at an age where you grow and your audience grows with you.
Right.
So right now, you're up on the big man thing. The audience can be right there with you
Right
because
there with me.
they big man thing and
Big
they
man thing and dip onto, right.
Timing is everything. I love it.
So that's why I have to be careful about my comedy. Like when I'm doing stand-up comedy now,
Mm-hmm.
I have to recognize a couple of things. Like I'm still transitioning to,
Right,
like, for
right.
instance, I don't censor comedy.
Right.
I know people, particularly in Jamaica, some people say, boy, I can't take a profanity and or we can't take somebody argument them. But the truth is, you just forget yourself. You come for laugh, Bridget. You know what I mean? And I'm saying, not everything would be what you agree with stand-up comedy. I've heard some crazy things coming from stand-up comedians. You know what I mean? And some of them shocking to me.
Yep.
But those are tools that comedians use to grab your attention, to evoke the response that they want. So what I do, I've learned to be the kind of comedian that I can read my audience. If I'm being booked specifically for a job, a corporate job, for instance, then then there's a particular way in which you need to conduct yourself. And,
Right.
And but if I'm doing a bona fide comedy show, where there's a bar and it's all adults in the
Grown
room,
folks thing.
I don't expect nobody to be censoring me. Like, I don't want to be censored. I want to start some things,
Yeah.
where everybody can relate to. But some people just don't. Because comedians should talk about things that are common but taboo.
Right.
And that's a good way to start off doing comedy.
Saying the stuff that everybody want to say, but they can't.
I just free it to say.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. Now, when it comes to film, you're a comedian. All right. In Lime Tree Lane, you were funny, but I don't think you were relied on for just a comedy.
No. Lime Tree Lane was more than just for comedy.
It
for
was.
comic relief.
The message.
A lot of moral teachings in there, a lot of ethics in there. Sometimes some scripts literally were written to transcend information, even government information.
That was going on real
but
time.
But it was subliminal,
Yeah.
So for instance, I can tell you straight up, like for instance, there was a censor. The government was about to do this censor thing, and they were going and count the nation population censor. What do they call it? Census.
Yeah.
That's correct. Thank you. And they wrote that in Lime Tree Lane. The census coming, and people have to get ready.
Yeah.
And all of the different ways in which Jamaicans react to censuses.
Right.
Different characters would be expressing that evoking those sentiments.
Right.
So for instance, a crowbar would I say, nobody caught me, nothing. Taxes them on charge.
Yep.
And then director that said, but you don't work. Oh, you don't pay taxes. So it was that kind of show.
Right.
It sensitized the nation a lot about some things, and that was what was beautiful about it. It wasn't about comedy. Now, comedy is just a natural thing for Jamaicans. Even plays.
Jamaicans are funny people, man.
Most of our plays are of the comedic genre. You know what I mean? And so I think we relish laughing more than crying. Because we do so much crying in our own lives anyway.
Normally.
Yeah. So we really want to just go to the theater. We want to watch something for comic relief. We want to laugh. Laughter, and I can understand that. Because when you do the research on laughter, how powerful it is.
Yeah.
Then you understand why Jamaicans would want to gravitate towards laughing more.
Because
sometimes when I was growing up, our lives can be so depressing. Laughter suspends that. It gives you it throws out those endorphins, those good feelings.
Right.
They start feel good, and that's why people just prefer to laugh.
I love it. I love it, and I appreciate good comedy because, like I said.
No, bad comedy don't work, We don't know about that, Bad comedy. Bad comedy worse than a drama, Like if you go to a comedy show and so a comic now make you laugh, you get hungry. Like you say to yourself, say, who this man, who waste my money, and then Jamaicans have a specific way they show hunger, Listen, Bridget, we go through some things in our life.
Yeah?
I'm going to tell you about it. Because growing up in this comedy thing not easy,
Yeah.
I mean? I was a trio. Then I became a duo. Now I'm solo.
Dang.
You know what I mean? So we've been through a lot of journeys.
Right.
Yeah.
I feel you.
We go through a journey every way. One man literally looked at me one day and said, yo, come off.
Off the stage?
Yeah.
Wow.
Tell you when me come off.
You come off?
Do you mean?
You say nothing.
The one man look at you look at you look like say. You look like say, I'm going to do you something.
So you say
try to come off, you know.
the best bet is
And I've seen veterans greater than me come on.
Come on.
You know what I mean?
why the comedy thing is serious.
Listen, I went to a show, the great Blacker Ellis.
Mm.
I was on a show in Montego Bay, and Blacker was performing. And there's some shows, right? There's some shows that you don't know what kind of audience this year walk up on.
Right.
But tonight,
Yeah.
you're not connect.
No matter where you do.
No matter where you do, where you
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
Tonight, you're
ain't
not connect. Brother, I saw Blacker struggling up there. And I was in awe. I'm not me of Blacker at this time, you know.
Yeah.
Blacker will tell the story himself. So this is not like, you know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah.
And literally, Blacker asked them. He said, "You know want me come off?" And you could hear the people say, "Yeah."
Damn.
And he just came off.
Right.
As a polite comedian.
Right.
Because either they're not come visit him, it just never did work, whatever material him did start out with, or something was off. You know what I mean?
You have a certain time frame for
These
connect.
things happen.
Yeah,
These
yeah,
things,
yeah.
Oh, definitely. Like
Yeah.
if as a comedian you're called on the stage and you don't make them laugh within the first 30 seconds to a minute, you're in trouble.
Oh.
And a Jamaican audience to make sure you know so you're in trouble. You know, we stay already. But I thank God Chandler start make calm.
Yes, no bottles in the venue.
Yeah,
no bottles in the venue.
None.
And it's not like they're not trifling the cup. I just can't light.
Yo,
It didn't make it to the stage.
Jamaican people serious, man.
They're serious when them come to everything. Them entertainment, them sports.
We say heckling too, you know.
That is another thing. How do you deal with that? Because you have some people, I feel, so when them leave them house and come on the show,
Yeah.
they're not coming necessarily for the entertainment. They might bring their own entertainment. They might entertain themselves by heckling.
I
you know.
love hecklers.
Yeah.
Yes, bring it.
Yeah.
Because I'm alone at the microphone, you know.
I'm louder than
And
you.
yeah, I'm louder than you.
Right,
so
right,
bring
right.
it. You know? And then guess what? Spotlight's on me.
Right.
So bring it. Because
love
I'm going
it.
to talk the things then.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you you're ugly.
And I'm not giving you the mic.
No, I'm going to tell you some things about yourself. I'm going to tell you, oh, you're an ugly person. You know? Where you come from, a devil send you right so. Everybody else enjoy themselves. Where you come from. You know where you come like? I'm going to talk some things, you know.
Yeah.
You say you come like the bad. I don't want to say these things right here. You know what I mean? When you come like, if every egg good, you have the one egg in the batch.
Yeah.
If it dash way.
You ever have nobody get real upset? I want to see you after the show.
No.
No?
Like, I've never had that.
No?
No, never. But I've had people who I've converted, though. You know,
Okay,
hecklers
okay.
who start off a heckler.
Yeah.
And then they heckle them so bad. I respond, you know, every time them say something, and on point with the response.
Yeah.
That them say, yo, you win.
Yeah, you're good.
The comeback was on point. You know what I mean?
This comedy thing ain't no joke. No pun intended.
No, listen, there's this one gig that I did. I wasn't even supposed to do the gig. I went to support our brethren's album launch. And apparently the MC didn't turn up. So this was not even comedy. This was a little MC introduction thing. And so I went up and I said, hey, good night, everybody. You know, Christopher Daley, I'm just here representing my brethren. And we just want to say thanks for coming out. This is going to be an awesome night. We're going to be listening to some of the songs off the album.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden me here, me not laugh. You're not getting a joke.
Oh, damn.
So I say, I'm not here to do that. Like, you know.
Right.
Me not, I don't comedy work, not you know.
Right.
Album launch, you know, appropriate, you know, thing for the space. Yeah, but you're a comedian. You've made people laugh. I could do a better job. He said, that's all I need one for you.
Lord.
I could do
a better job.
I said, really? Yes. I said, come now. Microphone, everything. No, that's a cardinal rule. You know, we should never give up on microphones.
Yeah.
I did that day. I was like looking at this person. I'm like, you just here. You know what I mean? No. The danger with that is the person really could be, you don't know people. Them could have been really bad funny.
Yeah.
Killer funny.
Yeah.
Or is it at the opposite end of the totem pole, you know?
Man, them kill themselves.
Kill yourself.
Yeah.
I see that plane there go down, you know. When the plane take a nose dive, because the person actually walked up to the stage, you know.
Yeah.
And from me getting the microphone, you know, the plane go down.
You can't just walk off.
I walk off, man. Left them up there. When the heat and the light beat them for it, you know. And the crowd, the expectant audience now start look down upon them, you know. And they start looking. I'm going to start see the sweat. I come off of the brow. Yeah, I drop in the equipment. I say, yeah, I mash up the equipment.
Right.
Take care of yourself.
Should probably look for you if you give out the mic for a long minute.
He became the look. I just kept talking about him for the rest of the night. Like everybody was like, "Whatever."
Same gear punchline for the rest of the night.
Rest of the night.
Everybody think they can do what you do.
Don't heckle comedians, people.
You ain't got the mic. You ain't got the mic. Now, after Lime Tree Lane, being that it wasn't necessarily a comedy project, when
Right.
exactly did you realize that comedy was your thing?
You know, doing Lime Tree Lane and obviously through high school, it was all about theater. And, you know, I won some awards, won most of the awards I could win.
Mm-hmm.
And after working with Jambies International, that's the old Oliver Samuels era.
Right.
At that time, I felt like, you know, maybe after that, I needed to do something else. You know,
Right.
because I recognized that, you know, Oliver wasn't going nowhere. Glenn Campbell was there as a strong theater man.
Right.
Jamaica's a small place. I mean,
Right.
at a point, you want to become a leading actor. Like, if you are an actor of any kind, you want to become a leading actor.
You on both? Yeah.
Yeah. You know, you're ambitious, right?
Yeah.
And I recognize that those great forces were already still working. I mean, they kind of have a cement on the thing.
Yeah.
And so myself, Mark Danvers, and Donald Anderson, we linked up and we started a group called PAC, Professional Actors Committed. And then that group kind of, you know, fed all of my ideas about where I could take my career.
Right.
And when Mark left the group, Donald and I started doing more stand-up skit format comedy. So we became the rivals to an IT and a Fancy Cat during that time.
Okay. Right. Right.
And then when I became a director of Backyard, I started the comedy show, you know, Backyard Crack Up, and that was it. Like, everything else came from that. You know what I
Right.
mean? All the ideas came from that. Excuse me. And then we did a show in 2005, I think, called Comedy Boss.
Right.
Where we were looking for comedians. And
Yeah.
I was still like on my own journey. I was still very young.
Trying to find yourself at this point.
Yeah, we were trying to find ourselves. But I felt at the time that to make an impact, this is what we needed to do now.
Right.
And myself and Colin Lewis, we got it done. No, we got the show done.
Comedy Boss was huge.
Huge.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't for some crazy, you know, looking back, Comedy Boss was so huge that maybe we should have sold the show
Right.
back in the day. You know, maybe we just should have sold it out.
You probably had some offers too, huh?
We did have offers.
Right.
But we didn't like the offers.
Right.
And we just didn't like it. So we just said no. You know?
Right.
And because we said no, I think that's part of the reason why we're not back on.
Right. Gatekeepers, man.
You know what I mean?
Gatekeepers.
We just said no. We
Right.
didn't like the offer. Because the offer was literally an insult too. You know, because we knew the budget of a comedy boss.
Right.
We knew what it took to produce it.
Right.
And what you're offering us was like,
Nonsense.
no, you're going to make a killing after that.
Yeah.
But you know what? We can still do it today.
It is you.
We can still do it today.
Yeah.
So maybe there is.
That's your brand.
It's our brand. You
Yeah.
know, so hey, you never know.
Wow. I love
Comedy,
it.
boss.
That show was awesome, man.
big things. Big
and I'm
ups to-
staying here because I've never been down there. I've been
Yeah.
there live, but it's renowned here too.
Look here, big up to Comedy Boss. All the comedians that are now doing well
Right.
in Jamaica,
Right.
that are mature now, you know, Gunter,
Mm-hmm.
Shibata, even though I'm not a comedian, he's a
Right.
comic actor. Shibata, big name.
Right.
You look at a Dufton Shepherd,
Yeah.
who is now Duffy,
Yeah.
working for everybody now.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing.
Wow.
Leighton Smith,
All from Comedy Boss.
Comedy Boss. Dalton Smith, all of them through Comedy Boss. There's
Because they wouldn't have had that platform
Comedy Boss
otherwise.
was the new school. We let the new school through that door.
I love
I'm
it.
very, very proud of that.
I love
Comedy
it.
Boss.
I love it. Now, a little bit aside from comedy, one of my favorite Jamaican film,
Right.
One Love.
Big project.
Talk to me about One Love.
Listen.
How did you get involved in that project?
One Love, again, Cecile Boris. You know, Cecile called me and said, look, there's an audition going on. I think you need to come down for this kind of role, yeah. Look like you.
Right.
You know, it was the time when my locks just started to grow up. And them says a Rasta band and thing. And I said, what?
Yeah.
Who in it? And she said, Sherwin and this man. Come on, man. I said, what?
Made.
Man. So I went to the audition. And
Yeah.
I really wasn't sure if I got the part. Because there were some brilliant actors auditioning for that role. And I got the call back.
Yeah.
Say, you want.
Yeah.
And I was like elated, you know.
Wow.
And I got the chance to work with Rick Elgood and, you know, those producers too were awesome people. And we spent good quality time working on that film. I remember Rick talking to me about, he knew exactly what he wanted from me for the scenes. And when you're working with a director like that, it's magic, because then you don't, as an actor, you don't need to think, you just do.
Right.
You know, and that's exactly what you need to do for film. Don't think too much, just do. You know, less is more.
Yeah.
That film really gave me a chance to do that, and I was working with some brilliant people, actors who knew exactly what, you know, what the moments required.
Right.
So playing that blind character was also another thing that I had to research.
Right.
I was excited by that version. I mean, Al Pacino is something I watched Al Pacino in Scent of a Woman for days.
Wow, preparing for that
role.
Wow.
I watched him for days. I went up to Fab Five and spent time with Unique Vision Band.
Yeah.
The keyboard player.
Yeah.
People, I did that kind of research physically. You know, me and Henry would spend hours in the room, and I'd ask him questions and I'd watch him. And how did he set up the room? So Henry knew the entire house. He knew the yard by count. You know what I mean? I asked him, I said,
how many steps from here to there?
How many steps from here to there?
Right.
You know, I asked him, how do you know where's what? He said, okay, he use touch and feel, but count is pretty good. You know, and if you know where furniture is set in your house, if it's set up the right way, then you know your space. And after a while, the whole thing becomes like, you know it. Like,
it's almost visual.
Geography becomes visual to you.
Wow.
So I listened to all of that. I soaked all that in and tried to make sure that when I was on camera, all of that was seen.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So even though you're walking with me and then I drag my hand,
me
never look like a handicap, but it's like a blind man.
Like a blind man, yeah. And it was convincing. I ain't gonna lie. I really, really bought into you being blind.
Me too. Me not lie.
Trust me.
Listen, I watched that movie back.
Yeah.
And I said to myself,
yeah, you did.
Nice work.
I
watched it back and I said, there's nothing I would change.
You did your
and that's
thing.
an amazing. There's nothing I would have changed.
You did your thing.
You know, when I tongue the boy in them face, that wasn't part of it. You know what I mean?
That was improvised.
That was improvised. I'm saying, come back the blind one. Yeah, but you need because we were so in character.
Right.
The magic happened. You know? Right. Those ad libs would come and add to the film.
And Idris wasn't as huge then. What is it like right now to say that? Okay, you worked with Idris back then. You just worked him in Yardie.
Yes.
But we're talking about Thor.
Years ago.
You know, we're talking about some of the big man.
$1 billion man.
What's that?
Listen, the $1 billion man. Like him alone.
Yeah.
Awesome. Cause real life, you don't get that from him.
Humble dude.
Humble.
Yeah.
About his business, but humble.
But humble with it.
You know what I mean? You never, his voice don't raise. You see what I'm saying? You're on Idris and he's talking to him like, hey, this is what I want from you, man. You know what I mean? And somebody call him and say, hey, what's up? You know, very calm, collected human being.
Yeah.
Decent person too.
Nice.
You know what I mean? Very manners-able.
Not what you expect from Hollywood.
Well, he's not from Hollywood.
Right.
Good
well, true.
He is a British person.
True.
You know what I mean? And him go around West Indians.
It's got to be a different kind of guy. You know what I mean?
He's a different person.
Trust me, bro.
Saying. So, you know, it just is just an awesome person. You see? I say we talk about the same thing today. Yeah.
Boom. See it? Told you. No, the other thing I always wonder about is this, right? Why do you think, with a plethora of talent that we have down there, and from screenwriters to playwrights and stuff like that, when it comes to film, why is it that we get a lot more gangster film out of Jamaica? Now, it's kind of rhetorical, but why is it that you think we get a lot more gangster films than we do One Love?
It's selling the stereotype.
Yeah.
It's selling the stereotype. So we're buying to sell in the world what we know the world. You know, the world knows we're famous for that.
Right. So we're going for the easy sell.
With easy sell. One Love wasn't all about. One Love was much more than that.
Right.
Which I thought was beautiful about that film. And I can't knock somebody who's invested millions for trying to go after ensuring that they make that money back.
Security.
Yeah, I can't knock that, right? But there is so much more to Jamaica,
right,
than crime and violence, and
right.
And when that is why it's important for us to be telling our own stories,
right,
rather than the big man coming from Hollywood and then telling the kind of Jamaica that he wants to put out there,
right?
Cage, this new thing that's out there now, is it Cage something on Netflix?
Really?
Yeah.
Based in Jamaica?
No, man. Netflix have the series going on now. Luke Cage.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
When you look at what's projected. There's some positives projected, you know. I mean, there's some characters that run business legitimately.
Right.
But ultimately, it's that gangster, bad man, violent side of us that tries to capture.
Yeah. Hell's Kitchen, Harlem, kind of.
Exactly.
But that's the thing with that. That's coming from a comic book, and that was the story.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they're just rewriting the story of the comics.
But the Jamaican, what they take from us, is the bad man side of the culture.
Yeah, we don't see the one love thing.
You know, we don't see that love and unity and camaraderie and, you know, people who just, you know, culturally beautiful.
Enjoy each other.
That's not being projected.
Yeah.
What I'd say,
it's not sexy.
What I'd say to us locally is, a part of that is how we embrace our own selves too.
Mm-hmm.
So when Jamaicans start to exude, show that no, we are more than just this. We have people who are far superior in intellectual arenas.
Mm-hmm.
We have Jamaicans who are obviously in sports doing great things.
Right.
Music is also something that we're popular for.
Right.
Those are some other stories that we can write about, which is why I'm
Right.
so proud of this new film called Sprinter.
Right.
That's out there.
Right.
And you know, Jamaica, you can't get around maybe including some of the violence, because the truth is,
It is what it is.
It is what it is. We are a country that's grappling and fighting and still trying to keep that lid, or, you know, try lid on crime, because you really can't stop crime.
Right.
We're keeping that lid on crime, and we're still struggling with that. That's a truth that we
Right.
can't go around.
So authenticity is a part of it.
Is a part of it.
I love
But
it.
there's so much more to us
Right. We can't
that we
paint
need to show.
And that's what the issue is a lot of times, pretty much, is the dynamics are so vast, but we just show one
A lot
part.
more to us. Like, I'd love to see a film about just, you know, like a real comic film. Like,
Right.
that's not been done yet.
Wow.
Like a real comedy. I mean, there was, to be fair, The Lunatic.
True.
To be fair.
True,
and there
true,
was
true.
a couple of films before that too, that were funny. Smile Orange.
Going way back.
Yeah.
Trevor Rowan.
We haven't done a modern comedy.
Yeah.
And I think the comedies gives that window to do something different. You know,
Right.
the comedies can showcase some of the beauty, showcase some real, you know, comic acting talent.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
also infuse lessons in there, you know. There was always the methods of infusing some morals and ethics in the comedy. The satire.
Yeah, we gotta, because the crazy thing about it is that, and I guess that's the difference sometimes with music versus film. You can say all kind of things in songs.
Listen, reggae music is one of the only genre of music. We sing about everything. We sing about every topic.
Yeah.
Think about any topic and we've sung about it.
Reggae music covered.
Reggae, we covered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Politics, religion, sex, social agenda, everything.
I'm sure you can find a song right now in a reggae about World Cup.
And if it not come out
You
yet,
understand? If it not come out yet, it'll make.
it'll come out.
It'll make
Nah.
right now.
Yeah. It's just when a man stop ball, because it's probably an Argentina fan already.
It'll make right now.
But that's the thing, ladies and gentlemen, we are talking here with the legendary Mr. Johnny Daley. It's almost that time for us to get out of here. We're gonna drop one more song for you. Trust me, keep it moving, keep it
Where you gonna
moving.
play? Where you gonna play?
We'll drop another classic,
You
man.
know you can't play one Chronics to me still, you know.
You want that Chronics?
Yeah, man.
All right, next tune we drop after that one,
Here comes
shall be a Chronics.
trouble.
Here comes trouble.
Here comes the danger.
Chronics. So I say what? All right, you know what? We'll come back. We're gonna drop our Chronics. Keep it moving, keep it grooving.
So the first time, man. And in the ear, I wave it like on a don't care. All the minutes on the start look good. And it's like this. I'll buy you one time, man, cause him can't take back when down did give you. Hey. Post by you one time, man. You find a good man, and you know him a take care of you. You have your bed. Hey. And in the ear, shout it out, you expensive, and there you look sweet. Hey. Soon turn me wild.
Yeah, man, that one is Model Upon Your One Time, man. That one is That Is Screw. You know what I mean? We're taking it back.
Yeah, way back.
Way
Some of those
back.
songs can't even play anymore.
Can't play it no more.
Modern selector now play it. And I'm gonna say why.
Can't
Why?
find That Is Screw.
Man, I say why. First of all, the name That Is Screw don't sound good. You know what I mean? What kind of DJ name That Is Screw?
Yo, you ever think about the concept of people's names, like artist name? No.
Yeah, man.
I'm like,
Yeah, man.
That Is Screw.
That Is Screw. Yeah. I mean,
Foley Dan.
Foley Dan.
You know,
go
Silver
back, man.
Cat. I think that was a Kung Fu.
Yeah.
Kung Fu kind of vibe.
Silver Hawk.
Silver. Trust me, my lord.
But there's some songs now that are questionable. You know what I mean? Like,
Mm-hmm.
you know, Mangle Paya one time, man. I guess the selector have an intro that nice. I said, look at this. You have to catch it, you know.
Yeah.
Come my brother Admiral Bailey ever sang me way. Me think him stop performing it, you know.
Which one?
Eh?
Which
But I
one?
say, 2-year-old, me love me 2-year-old. Him not sing that nowhere again, you know.
Nah, pedophilia. Woo!
Yeah, that
you know what I mean?
That done. Him right after one day or the thing, you know.
15 to 20 years.
And you have another song too with I don't know the intro. That intro you make that song I start play too, you know. Yeah, but you know the song I say, got to tell you how you tell me. And the intro make that song on play again, you know. Remember I said, come down my lover.
Oh no!
I hear the man say, got to.
The funny thing is, right now you're going to the studio. You have to be careful of things you're saying. Now.
Yeah, of course.
You can't, man. That studio, but no, we're not. No, nothing here.
You have to be careful, you know.
Johnny, trust me. Let me tell you, I think a lot of people in the diaspora, they know Johnny Daley.
No, it's growing, and you know, let me just say,
They know you.
let me say, over the last 3 years, I must thank the producers of stand-up comedy across the Caribbean because I've been to Trinidad, I've been to Barbados, I've been to Cayman Islands. I think I'm going back soon as well. I've been to St. Lucia. I've been to St. Kitts.
Wow.
And I've
Eastern
been
and Western Caribbean.
Eastern and Western Caribbean. I've been to
Yeah.
the Bahamas recently.
Right.
So I've been doing the Caribbean, you know,
Yeah.
and
It
I'd
ain't
love
Jamaica.
to do it some more.
Yeah.
Of course,
Not
absolutely
just
not
outside of Jamaica, the whole diaspora, the whole Caribbean
Yeah.
community.
When you talk about one love, when I was in the UK and I was in Birmingham, and two white people
Yeah.
like screaming, like walk up there, like,
Wow.
my God, you're the guy from One Love, and I'm like, yo, you know, and these things are still happening to me,
Yeah.
to this day. So
Quality work.
yes, you know,
Quality
do some
work.
quality work, put it out there. You never know, and
Transcends, man.
that's the future right now too.
Yeah.
You know, like, man, for big up what you're doing, because
Give thanks.
you know you're doing a thing, you're putting quality work out there,
Give thanks.
and obviously it will grow. There's nothing stopping it from growing.
That's the goal. Content is king.
Content is king.
Quality content.
Yep.
And the crazy thing is this. We all know, we know Johnny. A lot of people don't know the depth though of your work and accomplishment. I'm talking about legacy awards, dance, speech, and drama. Right? Wait, I'm gonna go nominated for Comedian of the Year.
Yes.
2015. Nominated for
Right.
Comedian of the Year Star Awards 2015.
Yes.
You actually won Best Actor Award for the Theatre Institute of Jamaica. This is what, 2010?
Yes.
Damn, I talk about co-executive produce for the Comedy Bus. This is the resume. I write about no just a touch of tip because we ain't got that kind of time, you know what I mean? But Comedy Bus, you mentioned just now, Gunter,
Yeah.
for example.
Yeah.
Talk to me. I know you mentioned it, but when you sit back right now, the funny thing is, some of these guys that got the break from Comedy Bus, from being inspired by a Johnny Daley,
Yeah.
is actually older
Some
than
of
Johnny.
them are older, and some of them are younger. And,
Right.
And that's the thing. Like, there's no shelf life from being a good talent.
Right.
You know, especially for a male. And I say that, ladies, I'm not being, you know, discriminatory or anything. I'm saying facts. Like, females, comedians in particular, and
Right.
actors
Right.
tend to kind of go out a little bit earlier. I think it's just a presence thing, or how do you know?
Right.
But the industry tends to give males a longer run.
Yeah.
You know, and so I tell people, just be yourself, do your thing. If you be committed, you know, and even to my comedian ladies, be committed to whatever it is. That I met some beautiful comedians in my life, and even the senior ones will tell you that this is a better life than
before.
than being something else for them. If they're doing their passion, and
Wow.
when you do what you're loving, my brother,
Yeah.
it's an awesome feeling, you know.
Yeah.
Like, the money can pay you for that. Like, I told somebody one time that when I'm doing, because I'm doing what I love,
Right.
I'm afforded the advantage of being, I can delineate. I can say, I can be choosy. I don't want to work with that person there. I don't want to do that project there.
Right.
I want to do that project.
Right.
Or I'm going to create my project.
Right.
You know, it's
You dictate your own
dictate your own
moves
pace.
and destiny. Yeah.
Yes.
I love it. Not everybody get an
So
opportunity.
even when
to
the
do
money
that.
not there,
Right.
because you're doing what you want to do, it's not about money.
Right.
It's about getting the work done.
The reward is different.
Yes.
I love it. Now, even outside of all them, I looked over your resume and I'm like, damn, does this dude sleep? Dude, I'm
Radio, TV, film.
and a ton of theater.
Yes, a ton of theater.
I'm talking about British theater, Jamaican theater, a whole bunch of stuff. Some
British
films that
theater, Jamaican theater, Canadian theater, and that is why it didn't feel hard to transition to stand.
Right.
to make that commitment to stand up, because I think I'd done. I mean, only thing I didn't do was to transition and go Broadway. I tried for something like that. You know what I mean?
Would
But
you?
No.
No?
No.
Nah, you're on a different trajectory right now.
Yeah.
I got you. I got you.
If me get a call,
Then a
I'm
different
not
thing.
gonna tell you I wouldn't read the script or go
Right.
to meet the person, but right now I got some plans.
Right.
I love where stand up comedy is doing. For me.
I love it.
I'd love to go and work in do more work in stand up all over the States.
Right.
So I'd love to do the Apollo,
Right.
some venues. I'd love to do TV
Right.
in America. I think that's breaking ground. So big up to people like Major Hype,
Mad.
who's breaking ground,
Doing big things.
massive things.
I love it.
So that is where we're heading right now.
Right.
I'd love to do my Netflix special.
Netflix, you hear it?
So that's where I'm heading right now. So all of the Netflix specials, I'd love to do more comedy festivals across the world.
Right.
All of those doors are open to me.
Wow.
You know, when I did the funniest person in the world competition recently,
Where was that?
I did that. Well, it's an international competition. I did it last year. Was it 2 years now? I'm not even sure. But recently, within the last 2 years, I went to the semifinals, and the semifinals was in Finland.
Wow.
And there I was in this cold country, representing my country,
Right.
with 17 other brilliant comics from across the world.
Right.
And that lesson of being there, talking to them, I can't pay for that, my brother.
Wow.
You can't
Wow.
pay.
Invaluable.
Invaluable. So I'm sitting in a pub with a comic from Pakistan, his name is Omar, who's telling me that he was a banker who left banking to open comedy clubs.
Yeah.
I said, Omar, that makes sense to me. So it makes sense to me because I'm counting cents and dollars, my own cents and dollars.
Right. So somebody else.
Exactly. And I said, well, how do you, what kind of club? And he said, well, he asked me, if I come to Jamaica tomorrow, where do I work? I'm a comic. I'm a comedian. I give jokes.
Right.
Where do you go? Where's your workplace? There's none. At that time, there was none. I couldn't tell him where I worked as a comic.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Wow.
We get odd jobs. We get corporate gigs.
Right.
But unless I keep my own show, I don't work.
No professional domicile.
Wow.
None.
So I came home to Jamaica and I said, I need to create work. Weekly work.
Right.
So a place where every day at this time, people know that I'm going to be doing some comedy.
Right.
That I'm going to be working on material.
Right.
And that's how the comedy bar started.
So that was inspired from being in Finland.
In Finland.
In the cold.
Entering a competition.
With Omar.
With Umar.
And
a bunch of other people, including some ladies too.
Right.
Yeah.
It was cold.
It was cold.
It was cold.
I didn't see my penis for 2 weeks, bro.
Did it see you?
No. It was hiding for 2 weeks.
When it reached me, like, it's still there?
It was reach on me tall, man. By the time I start flying over the desert, I do
good.
it tall. But remember, Bridget, you listen. I did not know. Listen, white folks, if you're listening, I'm blaming you for this, for not giving us the information.
Right.
Your body shrinks when it's that cold.
No, me can't impress nobody.
A too navel made it have, my brother. Never look good.
It wasn't a good look.
No.
It would
Never look good. You know what I mean? It never look good at all. Thank God for Jamaica.
Trust me.
Thawed me right
Thawed right out. I'm back to the world. I sold her the thing. Chef Jones, thank you so much for logging in. Chef Jones says she has great ideas for a play.
Nice.
Melissa, thank you so much.
Yes.
Make sure you tune into the Lady Song Show. She's got some good things going
Melissa,
on.
if you have great ideas, Chef Jones, if you have great ideas for a play, also try to do it in a movie form. You know, tell people nowadays is like now the time to put something on film, you know.
Content is king.
Content is king. There's YouTube TV, there's Instagram TV, Netflix. Don't wait. If it's a play, it can be converted to film.
Hey, Tyler Perry did it.
Hey.
You know, he set the
do
blueprint.
Do your thing, bro. Do your thing.
Trust me. Netflix, call Johnny before he stops taking calls, all right?
Netflix, listen, I'm definitely going to be, if they don't call me, it's the age now, I'm going to call them.
Right.
I'm going to knock the door.
You
know what I mean? I'm not going to wait for them to come film it either.
I'm bringing you my content.
May I bring you the content? I said, see it there, look upon it. If you like it, put it up.
Let's talk.
That's right.
More negotiating power. I love it. I love it.
Own up your thing, Bridget.
Content is king. Ownership is even bigger.
Yes.
Brother.
He said you inspire me too. I'm going to job a podcast on them soon. Too.
Easy. You make sure so you look out for the podcast from Johnny coming soon.
gonna
I want to say
see
soon,
us.
but I mean real soon. Real soon. Trust me. I'm excited.
Give thanks, Bridget.
And I was talking to you too when it comes to being an innovator,
Yes.
being ahead of your time, right? As I was doing the research,
Yes.
I pulled up a podcast. Right?
Yes.
You know, so our community just I get into the podcast.
Just I get into podcast.
Because this ain't really the podcast is separate. The podcast is being recorded right now. This
Yes.
is live stream, but I'm talking about podcast.
Cast, yes.
When I pulled that up on Mr. Johnny podcast, I wasn't surprised because I expected you to be on that.
Right,
But
right.
when I read the thing, it said 2010.
2010 we started that
8
podcast.
years ago.
8 years ago.
Bro, talk what?
And if I had known, right? See that hindsight is
Mm-hmm.
everything. Like if I had, because it wasn't my passion at the time to do it 8 years ago, you know.
Right.
I was a guest on it, and the
Right.
guy said, "Can you be a permanent guest on the show?" And I was like, "Hell yeah, sure," because he needed somebody like me. To
Right.
But at doing it, I liked it. The fact that this wasn't live, and I had
Right.
to wait on people to tell me that they listened to it.
Right.
So it was a kind of secret club. It felt like a secret club thing.
Right.
You know what I mean? I was like, oh, I'm part of this elite club of, I felt like I was a techie. Actually.
14 podcasters in the world, and I'm one of them.
Right, I felt like I was a techie.
Yep.
This thing done blew up, Reggie.
Yeah, man.
Now I have over 60 million people in America alone listening to podcasts.
Yeah, and growing.
And growing every day.
And you control that content.
That's amazing. So,
Podcast is giving radio. I very rarely run
serious
radio.
run for that money.
Yeah, man.
And here's why. Here's the thing. Because you can take your podcast with you anywhere.
Yep.
You know what I mean? You can
Yep.
be running in the morning, listening to the podcast, driving to work, listening to the podcast.
Gym.
You could be at work, listening
Yeah.
to the podcast.
Yeah.
It's amazing. So,
It is amazing.
Me hear that, Bridget.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
Me out.
I can't wait to hear the material you're coming
Get
with,
back
brother.
in my thing, Bridget.
But-
My material, I'm gonna be stupid. I'm telling you that right now. Like, don't come
But
to my
that's what I need.
podcast for learning the thing.
Listen, educate yourself elsewhere
Yes.
and come yourself and come
Get
just.
all educated somewhere.
Unwind
You come
right
yourself
yourself.
and yeah, but just listen, relax,
I love it.
relax, laugh a little bit.
There's too much chaos in the world right now.
me
Traffic
tell you.
is stressing, job stressing,
Oh,
spouse stressing,
That's
kids
tame.
stressing.
That's tame, man. That's
Log
tame.
on to Johnny podcast.
Compared to the
real quick.
president, all that's tame.
I need a podcast too. Trust me, I need a podcast.
Nah, you got Twitter. You don't need
Oh,
no
yeah,
podcast.
that is true. That is true. Probably getting paid crazy money from Twitter too.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, question: Kingston Paradise.
Yes.
Talk to me. I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen it?
No.
It's on the internet now. Somebody bootlegged it, so you can actually watch
Oh,
it.
YouTube.
But yeah, I think it's on YouTube.
Talk to me about Kingston.
And I don't mind it being bootleg, quite frankly.
Right.
Let me tell you shit about
Yo,
Kingston Paradise.
people know bootleg foolishness enough.
No, I don't mind. You know, Kingston
So it's gotta be
Paradise
good.
is a film I'm proud of, you know. Because a lot of hard work went into Kingston Paradise from my perspective, and I'm sure from everybody else's who worked on the film.
Right.
Mary Wells did me a great service by offering me the role. And I think that the movie could have been bigger if the business of the movie was handled better.
Right.
That had nothing to do with me.
Right.
And I also think that if the vision for the film wasn't so skewed in her own artistry, because in her head she had this vision for the film as a film noir, because of its genre.
Right.
So it was supposed to be this kind of poetic. Yeah, she wanted to express it in like a poetic, filmic language.
Right.
But the truth is, this was a really good hardcore film that you could have shown. You could have do without all of that artistic.
Right.
You know,
Right. Too deep. Trying to go too deep.
Trying to go too deep. This
Right.
was a very simple film with
Right.
two young people who are trying to make it out to the inner city.
Right.
And one of them, you know, hard, you know, really want to make it by any means necessary.
Right.
You know, which is the male.
Right.
And the female holding on to a vision of becoming a nurse and, you know, changing her life. From, you know, the whole prostitution and, you know, making something better for herself.
Right.
So this was a basic film about people trying to get out
Right.
of their depressed situation.
Right.
And I think when you watch the film without the prejudice of criticizing it heavily,
Right.
it's a great film. And then, I don't know, it's like so much work went into that film. It's an awesome, I just love the fact that at that time, I needed that film.
Right.
Based on what was happening in my life personally.
Right.
I needed to be out.
Right. Get that outlet.
I needed to be out on the road.
Right.
I needed to actually literally be a different person.
Right.
And be in a different headspace and just work.
I got you.
And that film did that for me. I poured all of those emotions into that broadcast.
Was it ever released officially or no?
It was released. I went to. It did great. I went to the Rave Theater in LA for the Black Film Festival in LA.
Oh, wow.
We won an award there.
Wow.
The film won an award in the African film like the equivalent to the African
Academy Award.
Academy Awards.
Right.
We won best, I think, diasporic film.
Wow.
There. And then I also represented the film at the Belizean Film Festival.
Wow.
Where I was their guest, and flying me down and
Right.
fed me and thing.
Wow.
And that was a beautiful experience. So yeah, this film has done a lot for me. You know.
I need to see it. I need to see it.
You need
I
Reggie,
need to see it.
I can't see it for free. You know?
I like to support the craft. So if it's out, I'm gonna get
No
it.
man, watch it. They don't take it now. Go ahead, man.
No
Free of
DVDs.
yourself.
No DVDs.
Not from me. I don't know.
No.
But, yeah.
All right. I'm gonna go check that out.
Yeah.
No, I keep talking about all the things you do. You also have a successful radio show.
Well, used to.
Well, I had.
Kick me off.
It's all gravy. And hence the podcast.
Hence the podcast.
And you know what's amazing?
Yes.
Every major radio personality, sportscaster, whatever the case
Yes.
may be, has a podcast, which is their way of doing unfiltered content.
Right.
So right now, that's actually a blessing in disguise.
No, listen. My radio shows that I've done, I'm proud of every single one of them at every single station.
Right.
When I started, I replaced Raga Shanti. That's
Right.
when I got my big break. Raga was on Nationwide 90 FM.
Right.
That's when he left News Talk. He was on Nationwide back in the day. And I was at Nationwide, but I was doing a little character sketch lunchtime program,
Right.
3 days a week. When something happened and he left Nationwide, literally they said to me, can you fill the slot?
Right.
And I did that for 2 years, and that's when everybody recognized that, Johnny is a bona fide
Radio
broadcaster.
star, yeah.
This guy can do this. And then I got the opportunity to go to Sun City
Right.
and literally created, I think, one of the biggest shows Sun City had ever had on the station. And I know they made serious money from that show.
Wow.
That was a big show. Johnny Live on Sun City. I got
Because I used to tune into that.
I got lots of traction. I mean, everywhere.
Yeah.
I had listeners from Europe, America,
Yeah.
Africa.
Yeah.
I had people in Belgium.
Yeah.
I mean, that show was a huge hit.
Wow.
So much so that that show hit when the thugs them. Some man in Jamaica, them, and a man would talk. The man with the normally say nothing to you.
Yeah.
People would see me in the road and said, John, don't stop. Go back to Sun City now. So, I knew that show did very well.
Right.
But we give thanks for those days.
Yeah.
But people have to transition and move on sometimes.
You gotta.
Yeah, man.
Growth is imminent,
your
man.
own sanity too.
Yeah.
For your own peace of mind.
Dormancy would drive you crazy.
Yes.
Yeah.
For your own peace of mind, you have to move on. So, when we talk about the podcast, I can't wait for people to get that experience.
I'm looking for it.
Because the podcast, as you say, and me control the content.
Which is dangerous in itself.
Dangerous.
I love it. I'm so looking forward to that content because, like I said, it's unfiltered.
Yes.
It's Johnny.
Straight me.
I love it.
The mature side.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Grown and sexy, baby. Make sure you look out for that one. We're
That's
going to
all
wrap
like
it
a
up
name.
with Johnny real
That's
soon.
all like a name for your show.
Grown and sexy, baby. Thank you so much, everybody locked in. Don't go nowhere. It's almost that time. Keep it moving, keep it grooving. It is Homegrown.
Whoa, yeah. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Only John knows when I'm feeling like I'm feeling. Jaja, you never yet let me down. I say you never yet let me down. When I need him, like I need him. Jaja, you never yet let me down. I say you never yet let me down. When I'm feeling like I'm feeling, Jaja,
Whenever things get tough, whenever things get hot, I pull a Moses and head up to the mountains. I fall up on my knees and then I pray non-stop. I send my blessings up, you let your blessings drop. That's what I've always done, what I've always seen. My granny always do, and she taught to me. I'ma teach to mine, my little kings and queens. Whoa, when I'm feeling like I'm feeling, Jaja, you never yet let me down. I say you never yet let me down. When I need him, like I need him, Jaja, you never yet let me down. I say you never yet let me down. Another day goes by, another plot revealed. One man a planting farm, one a rob and steal. One have a hard love story, said he needs a meal. Need to feed him kids, correct, I know it feel like just giving it up because his faith is sealed. But never place your bets before the deal a deal. You know the hottest fire makes the hardest steel. Like I'm feeling, Jaja, you never yet let me down. I say you never yet let me down. When I need it, like I need it.
Easy.
Who did this?
That's G. Cole, baby. That's me.
Are you this, I sing?
Yeah, man, that's me. G. Cole and the Raps and
yeah,
Chris Band. That one is called When I from the album Ultra Race. If you
Are you
ain't got
sing,
it.
brother?
Yes, I am. We got to make sure,
yeah,
these,
man.
these bills got to get paid.
A vice, man.
We got to do what we got to do.
Look here, every day I got a jack of all trades, you know.
Easy.
People. I'm a master, the whole of them too, you know.
Trust me. Matter of fact, I'm going to give you a DVD with a play that I did too.
Yeah.
It doesn't end there, you know what I mean?
They're going to play it in a car, you know.
I mean, I want my online church later on.
Let me get one DVD from the fire.
Easy.
The rental, not played on USB.
We got you covered. We got you covered.
I love music too, you know.
Yeah.
I really, sometimes I think that I should have exercised my music muscle
Right.
earlier.
Right.
Sometimes I do think about that. And
Ain't too late.
no, never too late. Like I'm seriously thinking that, you know what, maybe I should do at least one album in my life. Album in my life.
You said it's the whole podcasting way plan for go there now. Here's what I love about situations like those. You have your own audience, right?
Right.
Do your song then.
And put them to them.
They'll support it, you know. You don't have a gliffy out and go up on stage one night. I'm not saying not to do it.
Right.
But you ain't got to leave your house and go up on stage one night and have it
Yeah.
dedicated. I know if it's whack is a different thing.
Yeah, sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Now, talk about Johnny music. You know what I mean?
I love it. I love it.
Johnny music.
Now, of course, a lot of people, we are on YouTube every day.
Yep.
And that's how we live. Facebook, whatever the case may be. You're supposed to be on New Start 97.
Look here, that not happening, you know.
Nah?
No. That not happen. That never happened. It's almost like it never even did start, really. You know? We didn't want to talk about it. Big up New Star.
Big up.
Yeah, big up on yourself.
Big up on yourself. Johnny's doing a podcast.
Then on the map, and then, you know,
Yeah.
let me try.
Right, it is what it is.
Try with them, you know.
Is what it is, brother. Is what it is. Is what it is. The podcast.
Listen, the amazing thing about, I'm going to be going live too. Like, outside of the podcast, I want to go, I'll just go live.
Right.
You know, go live and talk about stuff that I'm concerned about. You know, there's many sides to me.
Right.
And I think as I get older now, there's some things I think that we should address, you know?
Right.
And as comedians, I think our voices are very necessary.
Absolutely.
You know,
Absolutely.
we should be able, and I say this, I live in a country now where sometimes freedom of expression is a problem for people.
Right.
You know, but whenever it's a problem for those people, that's when you need to beat the drum louder.
Right. True.
Because oftentimes it's because those people want to suppress information.
Right.
They don't want truth to come out.
For their own reasons.
Yes. So,
Yeah.
them I got a problem with me, brother.
I'm
Me
looking forward.
not have no fear.
I'm
it's
looking
like-
forward.
As I get older, I'm like, I'm not really business. You know,
Yeah.
I talk some things. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I have kids. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
the kids need to know. You know, this thing of hiding information and
Yeah.
this,
Don't
is
worry,
not-
I'll wait anymore.
this is the information age we're in right now.
It's either I'm gonna give it to you or you're gonna find it elsewhere, but
So
you're gonna get it.
Yeah, go get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's important for you to put your voice to some things because some people distort information. Fake news is real.
It is real.
Real.
it is real.
Like, one of the things I'm really amazed about now is how much the truth can be a lie nowadays.
When you
Like,
see it.
Listen, how we can really literally distort the truth. And I'm thinking to myself, this is the age I'm living in now,
Yeah.
where sensible people, or
Yeah.
you think them supposed to be sensible, blatant truth is in front of you, you know.
Right.
And then I'm going to give you,
Something else.
the argument, a reason why. You know? John, we don't know. No, we need a VAR for life.
What that?
A VAR. The same thing that them use in the World Cup.
Oh, yeah.
The referee them.
Yeah, put it back.
We need a VAR for
Review.
life. Yeah, let's review this.
Review the thing.
Yes. But the Prime Minister really just say.
Oh, yeah, you're absolutely right.
It's serious. Serious.
This information era is dangerous.
We are living in a time when truth can be lie can be truth. It's distorted totally. If you don't, I'm happy that I lived during a time when people actually had wanted to be accurate.
Yeah.
When being accurate was a good thing.
Now the truth is overrated.
The truth is overrated now. Like somebody said, who want to hear that? I want to hear the truth.
That boring.
The boring. You know? I lived in a time when being right and being a nerd was a good thing.
Right.
You know what I mean? Nowadays, it's like, ooh.
Boring.
No, sir. Ooh, I'm right, I know.
You're too boring.
Yeah, you don't have to know everything. The computer don't know. Me don't have to know.
Yeah, me not even talk.
It's serious. It's serious.
King, I'm gonna tell you this straight up. I'm looking forward to that podcast.
I'm looking forward to it too. I'm very excited. I hope that people will be excited. And one of the things I want people to know too is that when you're visiting Jamaica, if you're listening in at Jamaican, even if you are and you're visiting home, come to the comedy bar. You know, I run a weekly comedy open mic comedy show in Jamaica.
Where's the comedy bar?
100 Hope Road.
Okay,
that is the address and that is the name of the place.
That's the name of the spot? 100 Hope Road.
100 Hope Road.
Comedy bar.
Name of the spot and that's the address.
Right.
Come and link us. We're there.
Weekly.
Come sit in weekly.
Which day?
Tuesday nights. 8 o'clock, seated by, showtime 8:30.
Early thing, so people can come see it, go home.
Come see it, go home, go to work. No hassle, no stress.
I love it.
Yeah, and the hangover is on you. I don't control how you drink.
It's all great.
You know?
Don't drink and drive. The bottle says unless you're pregnant or operating heavy machinery, so depending on the weight you carry, you should be able to drink.
You know,
but
in Jamaica, man, come on, you know, nobody drives home drunk in Jamaica. No, the car does that.
The car. We just sat there and
So you reach home by the car.
I love it, brother. That comedy bar, I'm gonna be there soon.
Yes.
I'd be remiss if I didn't check it out.
We have a special coming up in September. And my last special happened last week. My first special happened last week. We featured a comic called Shula King. Tremendous talent.
From Jamaica?
No, he's from the US.
Right.
Because one of the things I want to do with the specials, you know, is to make sure that I show people that this is the standard. You know, there's a standard that we need to get to, or you know, try to elevate to.
Right.
And even though I'm keeping, you know, my homegrown talent and it's going great every week, I need to ever so often show them that we need to step up the game to this.
Right.
And that's what the special is.
I love
the special is I'm bringing down professional comics.
Love it.
From the Caribbean, wherever I can get them from, to showcase them in Jamaica.
Love it.
Sprinkle a couple local talent with that on the show.
Right.
So that we can always be measuring where we are.
Seeing where it can go.
Yes.
I love it.
So that's the whole thing. And big ups to the Jamaicans who supported the brand.
Love it.
We had a sold out show, like a bona fide sold out show.
Wow.
In Jamaica for Shula King. And that was his first bona fide sold out show. Wow. After being in the business for like 15 years.
Wow.
So I'm proud of that. So my next big show, September 25, that's going to be the special. But we are in the club every week, every Tuesday night.
I love it. Something different.
Totally different.
I love it. That's what we need.
And that is why I love what Gunter is doing.
Yeah.
Because, and he will tell you, he was inspired by the comedy bar too.
Yeah.
You know. And he lives in a different place. So I was crazy by doing it weekly. Like, people thought I was crazy. But when I think about the fact I wanted to make such a strong impact on Jamaica, that it needed to be weekly in Jamaica.
Yeah.
You know, I needed to make that sacrifice to say I'm going to be here every week. You know, Gunter is every month, but there was nothing before he started Giggles.
No, that's
nothing
so
that
true.
we as Caribbean people in this area could say is ours. You know what I mean? And that is why I'm encouraging people, come out tomorrow night. You know, I'm going to pass through and give them a strength.
I love it.
I mean? So
Giggles.
roll out, come and join us. It's at the Garden.
The Garden.
What's the address?
4340 4340 State Road 7, Lauderdale Lakes.
Man.
All right, Sunday, July 1st.
Yes.
Giggles, the laugh continues. Phil Watkins will be performing live. All right, and Gunta is in the building.
Gunta is always in the building.
George W is in the building.
What?
Princess Nikki B is in the building.
What?
And yours truly, of course.
And there's a party, people, afterwards. So
Easy.
even if you don't like the comedy,
Yeah.
come dance.
Stay for the party.
Yeah, that's right. Stay for the party.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Gunta, that's my brother. He's doing his thing.
Big up Gunta.
I always
every
have to
time.
support Gunta on them thing.
Yes.
I appreciate it. Drop some social media info for the masses that need
At
to reach you.
Chris Johnny Daley. Follow, please, people. At Chris Johnny Daley. I love Instagram right now. Like, I'm loving Instagram more than I don't know. I'm on Instagram all the time.
Right.
You know,
That's because the phone's always
it's,
right here.
it's my go-to
Yeah.
social media
Yeah.
place right now. So, Instagram me up, people. At Chris Johnny Daley.
Love it.
DALEY for the daily. And you know what? Let those numbers keep growing. I was a numbers guy before, but I recognize now that people do look at numbers.
Yeah, man.
So hey, start putting up those numbers for me, and you never know. I'll be in a city near you.
Numbers is what it's about.
Yeah,
I love it. I love
no,
it.
but have content to here, not just have numbers.
Don't go up on PJ Abs.
Yeah, have some
But-
content.
Johnny, on behalf of the
How
listeners.
long is this goddamn podcast?
Boy,
Bridget?
man,
I've been sitting here for like,
it's been a minute.
Bridget, this is like 2 episodes you got right here.
Well, that's why we do. Chop it up and you don't know. Boom, boom, boom.
I'm saying, you
I'm
told
just
me it's
saying.
an hour. I've been sitting here. I came here. It was the daytime.
Well, see what
Now
happened.
I'm gonna
was,
have to stay for dinner.
See
This
what
is
happened
serious.
was. What happened. And then yeah, someone said what happened was right. So
Now I'm definitely staying for dinner, bitch.
we got you.
Know
It's
what I mean?
homegrown.
Yeah, and I don't do KFC in foreign. I'm sorry.
No, damn.
I'm just letting you
Popeyes.
know.
Popeyes.
No,
They got shrimp.
no,
No.
no.
All right. That's all
I
right.
do Jamaican Popeyes or Jamaican KFC.
I'm a hook.
There's something about
Yeah.
the Jamaican chicken.
Oh, trust
Yeah.
me. The amazing thing is I've never heard anything else anywhere else in the world where somebody will go to Jamaica and treat KFC like it's a delicacy.
Delicacy.
A delicacy.
I hear people in Jamaica say, "You're coming up."
You can carry some KFC from. You know what I'd love to know? What goes to our custom officer's mind?
Yeah.
When you look in our luggage and you scan and it's a KFC box.
Ding! That's what goes up in their mind. I'm like, no, I don't have to buy lunch today. As you know, you're not supposed to go through with it. Like, sir, you can't carry that through.
You can't
You're
carry
gonna have
that.
to leave that with me, sir.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You know, step on me, but it's going out the box.
I'll be a bite. I did that with some apples
Suck off
before.
the bone right this in front of them.
I say, here you go, sir.
You know, I'm betting the start spirit. They were like, "Call it, what you say? What you say? What
Yes, sir, me can't carry
say?
that.
Too much in it. Too much in it.
No, I'm down to
Take off my shoes there. Well, I sweetest man for the plane to the region.
Trust me, you're smelling from another plane.
flight.
Why?
Sorry.
Funny, I've been there. Trust me. Bruh, on behalf of the listeners, man, and myself, I appreciate it.
Big
Thank
ups
you so
to
much for
all the
passing
listeners
through.
and thank you for sitting through this marathon.
Appreciate it. That's what we do.
No, man.
That's what we do. Anyways, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for tuning in. It has indeed been a pleasure. Please be sure to subscribe to the podcast, Homegrown with G. Cole. It's available now on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, TuneIn, Spotify, iHeartRadio, all your podcast platforms. Check out the website, homegrownwithgcole.com, to listen and for all things homegrown. Again, remember, be safe, be kind, and be good to each other. My name is G. Cole, and this is Homegrown.
Nakikinika sa música, Homegrown with G. Cole.
Estás escuchando Homegrown con G. Cole.
您现在正在收听的是 Homegrown with G. Cole.
You're listening to Homegrown with G. Cole.
And there you have it. Thank you so much for tuning in. It has indeed been a pleasure. Remember, be safe, be kind, and be good to each other. My name is G. Cole, and this is Homegrown.